What is going on, everybody? I am your host, Slackerz, bringing you our next matchup in the Ultimate Smash Bros. DLC tournament. So, if you are new, just a few things I need you to know before we participate in this tournament, and you're more than welcome to. Everybody is. So, it is a tournament that me and my community put together of 72 characters. Less now because a few of them have been eliminated, but basically 72 characters got put into a tournament, and then each day on my channel, except for Sundays, I will upload one matchup from this tournament, and then down in the comments, we vote for one of the two characters in the matchup for that day. So today's match is Sceptile against Medusa, and so you'd vote for one of those. Just simply type the name of one of the two, excuse me, one of the two characters that you'd rather see. You are allowed to vote for both, so if you like both, just say both. That's how that works. But you only get one vote, so make sure that counts. So the rest of the rules, this is kind of a newer rule as of late. But this tournament, obviously, this is just for fun. Just to kind of, see who people maybe expect or people want to be in Smash Bros. So tournament is for fun. If somebody votes for a character that you don't like, who cares? It doesn't matter. Tournaments for fun. Just vote for who you want. If you want to start a conversation with somebody, go for it. Don't, just don't attack somebody over something, silly. All right. So just be kind to the comments. All right. But the rest of the rules: double elimination tournament, meaning a character has to lose 2 times before being officially eliminated. So you lose once, you drop to the loser bracket. You lose from there, you're done. If there's ever a tie in the voting, I will flip a coin on camera. Best and fairest way to break the tie. We had to do that in yesterday's matchup. Not today, though. Otherwise, the last rule is voting. Voting-wise, each matchup, it only stays open 1 week for each match. That way we keep getting new results and new matches, and the tournament keeps on progressing very smoothly. So, with all that out of the way, let's go over the results from last Saturday, which was Rayman versus Chrono. When I was reading the comments, tallying up the votes, it was actually pretty cool. It was pretty nice. It was pretty even throughout most of it. A lot of people, or not a lot, but quite a few people said, they kind of can expect and can see both these characters happening. So if either of them happened, they'd be, fine with it. I would be too, but let's stop wasting time. Where are the results? It's here somewhere, I promise. There we go. Rayman ended up winning 36 votes to 25. Now remember, we're in the winner's bracket right now, so Chrono does lose, but Chrono's still in it. He just drops to the loser bracket, so just have a little bit tougher time now kind of going forward, because, if you're in the loser bracket and you lose, like I said, you're done. So congrats to Rayman, moving on in the winner's bracket, but again, Chrono just drops to the loser bracket. Still in it for now. So there you go. Otherwise, let's jump into the matchup, right? Sceptile taking on Medusa. Sceptile from Pokemon against Medusa from Kid Icarus. Let's do it. So, who's first? Medusa. Alright, so the basics. Medusa, villain. I've been stressing this a lot lately. Like this past week, we've had a lot of first-party Nintendo villains, and something I'm very keen on. The roster definitely can use more villains. Yes, 100%. That is not, I don't think anyone would argue that, because, it's, we have like 5 legit, and then a lot of kind of grayish in the middle, sort of. Maybe it's a villain. I don't know. So there's room for villains. So Medusa fills that. Female. Always room for more females as well. From Kid Icarus, some people bring up, there's Sakurai bias in it, because Sakurai worked on the Kid Icarus Uprising game for the 3DS? Yeah, 3DS. So, character, it's a character that people kind of know. She's a spirit. So, again, doesn't matter. Doesn't matter if she's a spirit. This tournament's for fun. So, people, I think there's a good amount of people that probably know who Medusa is. If you don't know who Medusa is from the Kid Icarus series, you probably know of what Medusa is, the kind of character she would be. Everyone's heard about, snake hair lady, gaze into her eyes, and, all sorts of different stuff. So, Medusa's a weird one. So, okay, one point I really want to make. Hello. Can I do this here? There we go. Let's zoom. There we go. Whatever. whatever, info, sure. One point I really want to make that I've kind of been noticing a bit. I'm not saying that they planned it this way, but so far the 3 fighter pass characters that we got, Joker, the hero from Dragon Quest, and now Banjo, all of them seem to have elements from other characters put into their moveset. Now, I don't know if that's something that was maybe planned, because Nintendo's the one that came up with the list for DLC. Sakurai got to pick characters from that list that he could come up with a moveset for. So potentially, he kind of seen these other characters and like, all right, you know what? I could take elements from what we already have in the game, put them into this character, and still make them work. You know, tweak them a bit to make it feel like that character. So what I'm trying to get to is, a lot of people really feel Medusa could be, and I'm not saying if Medusa got into the game, she'd be an Echo Fighter, but a lot of people think Medusa could be an Echo Fighter. She'd play a lot like Palutena. So, would they take Palutena as a base character and then just kind of build off of that? Maybe tweak some stuff here and there? I certainly hope they would, especially if it's a, brand new character. Come on, zoom in. I can't get it. Whatever. Let's go to the next pick. There we go. Anyway, so I don't know, does that give a point in favor? Characters that are chosen, and going back to, so Joker definitely feels like, some people say, like a Bayonetta and kind of Cloud mix for moveset wise. The Dragon Quest hero, personally, I believe seems to play somewhat similar, at least to Robin from Fire Emblem. He's got sword attacks, but he's also got magic attacks. So I'm just saying there is definitely very notable comparisons here that kind of pop out of the page, and you're just like, whoa, I think I've seen that move somewhere before. It looks different, but it looks the same as well. So maybe that's a point in favor. Again, we don't know. A lot of people think the Fighter Pass, though, is going to be mainly, if not, all third-party characters. I firmly believe it's 4 third-party characters guaranteed, and I still think there's an okay chance for a first-party character. I won't be surprised if it's all third-party characters, but I won't be surprised if we do get one first-party character. So maybe Medusa's talked about, maybe. I don't know. I don't think so, but you never know. So let's move on to our opponent. Sceptile. Now, Sceptile and Pokemon, yes. Pokemon Generation 8 is coming out this year on the Nintendo Switch. What is it, November 15th, if I'm not mistaken, is the release date. Pokemon Sword and Shield is coming out. Big games for the Switch. Now, there's the whole Pokedex issue thing going on right now. Not every single Pokemon is going to be in the game. Blah, blah, blah. It's a big deal. But Nintendo is probably going to want to promote the crap out of Pokemon Sword and Shield. It's the first Pokemon, mainline Pokemon games on a, console, not just their handheld DSs. Some people, you could say the Switch is kind of like a handheld, but it's a hybrid, whatever. It's their main console that it's going to be on. So Nintendo wants this game to do well. They want it to sell extremely well. Well, it's Pokemon after all. It will sell, but they just want it to be absolutely huge. And what I'm trying to get to is, I know Sceptile might not be the most likely because Sword and Shield's coming out, so if a Pokemon were to get in Smash Bros. Through the Fighter Pass for DLC, probably somebody from Generation 8 would make the most sense, I suppose. So, maybe, Sceptile might not be the most likely. If Pokemon is considered to get a rep in Smash Bros., Sceptile is probably not at the very top of the list, but I think Sceptile would be in consideration. Big point, lots of fans, lots of people that play Smash Bros. Want to see that the Trinity, the fully evolved starters. We want a fully evolved fire, fully evolved water, and we want a grass. Well, we already have Charizard and Incineroar for fire. We have Greninja for the water. We don't have anybody for grass yet, not the fully evolved, the final form. So, Sceptile does fill that. That's a big point. A lot of people like to see that, but again, maybe you could make the exact same case for Generation 8 Grookey, whatever his final form might end up being. Maybe that's, who knows? It could happen. But Sceptile, again, anybody from Pokemon, you already have a ready-made move set for you. So just pick a bunch of moves and throw them into Smash Bros. And, make it work. It can happen. if you play Pokemon, you know it's easy to come up with any sort of moves. So they could do some really awesome things with Sceptile. Plus, he is fairly popular Pokemon, one of the more popular. I'm trying to think it's been a while since I've seen like a popularity chart or whatever like based on different types. But I know Sceptile is at the very top for grass starters. I think was it Decidueye was the most popular last time I seen one? I don't remember, but Sceptile's always in the conversation is what I'm trying to say. So, plus it's been wanted for quite a while in Smash Bros. As well. Ever since it came out in, was it Ruby and Sapphire? Lots of people were drawn to the character, the design, just the overall, I don't know, plus it's a grass starter. And plus, have a Mega Sceptile in there, right? For the final Smash, that'd be awesome as well. But there's a lot of cool things you can do with the Pokemon. I'm a fan of Sceptile. I am. This one's a little tricky for me. Like it's a villain, which I'm very big into at the moment. I want to see more villains on the roster, but at the same time, there's other villains I'd rather see from Nintendo. And if we get a Pokemon, Sceptile is definitely in the consideration for myself, but again, not at the top of my list for Pokemon I'd want to see. But I think in this matchup, I'm going to vote Sceptile. I would like to, it's not guaranteed, it will ever happen. We'll get the fully evolved Fire, Water, and Grass starter, but it'd be cool to finally have that complete. So, Sceptile's getting my vote in this one. Sceptile gets my vote. So, yeah, that is going to be it for this one. I think I have another video coming out today, if I remember to upload it. But, yeah, that is it for this one. So, I guess sneak peek for Monday. Yeah, so... oh, I was going to tell you guys, I was going to replace Erdrick, right? Yeah, I didn't do that yet. I'll leave it as a surprise. So if anybody watches this far into the video, that's why I'm actually doing this. If anyone watches, I'm not going to show you who it is, or who, I still have Erdrick here. I have it written down right here, who it's going to be. So if you watch this far into the video, I'm going to leave a comment. I'll have my vote as one comment, and then I'm going to have another comment saying who Erdrick is replaced with. So if you're curious about that, look for that comment. Anyway, sneak peek for tomorrow, or Monday. Sneak peek for Monday. Game 73. Game 73, we have Scorpion taking on Isaac. Okay, that should be an interesting one. And then we shall have the results for, let's see, 66. There we go. We'll have the results for Tails and Dante. I know it's a shorter week, but it's fine. It is what it is. But that's the result. That's the matchup. That comes out on Monday. Today's video is ending. I hope you guys enjoyed. And hopefully we catch you guys on the next one. Peace out, everybody.